If I have time, I'll try to do 2 poems, but this is just something I have to get off my chest, you guys. Don't take it personal. No one in the room. I love everyone. I call this one Work, a sermon. I hate to say that you owe it to your ancestors when you really owe it to yourself. See, they've been riding our backs for their wealth, brother. And how many auctions until it's your child, mother? How many boat rides with weapons at our temple until we learn that our body is not man-made material, that our body is a temple? Brother, how many hoes do I get to be until I'm your daughter? And how many times will we kill each other until these cities become slaughterhouses for our bodies or become museums for our culture? Before we become broken statues at their feet, how many young boys will be lynched on those trees until finally the earth decides to grow us for their harvest? Brother, how come I get to be their nigga and not yours? This is not your average angry black woman turned activist poem. This is a sermon. And I urge you to go out and hug the first black woman you see, because our wombs are hope for you. And our pussies pop more than you think. To a nation that tries to make us extinct, sister, you are not a bad bitch. In fact, there is nothing bad about you, and everything about you is so good, and they can't stand it. They'd rather take your melanin and put it in a can, or take your hips or your lips and place them in a needle. But they'll call this Kardashian. Sometimes the truth don't lie. Sometimes the truth don't lie.
Well,
you know, I hate to sound biased, but I'd like to think that if a black girl came back from a mirror with a beauty shrine between her teeth, the world, as we see it, would crumble. So sister, smile like you mean it. I want to say that again. I hate to sound biased, but I'd like to think that if a black girl came back from a mirror with a shrine between her teeth, the world as we know it would crumble. So sister, smile like you mean it. Even with the world on your shoulders, you cannot be defeated. Brother, I know they confined you to the trap house. Like that's your only way out. If not, a ball in a hoop. A rap career is your escape route. But look at you. A god amongst men. We need you to stand upright again. Press your shoulders against the wind. We need your strength. The work that has to be done ain't in these punk-ass peace treaties. These small acts of kindness from the hands of our enemies, the work is ours. The work is more than the weight of the nickel and dime baggies that we try to sell. The work is black bodies and chalk outlines. The work is the weight of a nation that we're carrying. The work is woke on Instagram but sleep in real life.
What? I'm going back upstairs.
But the work will continue to work on us until we work on us.